Next problem is a minimization of problem. Minimization of z is there. In this minimization of z, 2x1 plus 1.7 x2 is the objective function which is subjected to the constraints 0.15 x1, 0.10 x2 is greater than equal to 1. When minimization of z is there, always sign should be greater than equal to 0.7 x1 plus 1.7 x2 greater than equal to 7.5. 1.3 x1 plus 1.1 x2 greater than equal to 10. These are three constraints which are given. Now take first constraint. We will take constraint 1. So this constraint I will take 0.15 x1 plus 0.10 x2 is equal to 1. First constraint I have taken, and I will put x1 equal to 0. We put x1 equal to 0. We will get x2 is equal to 1 by 0.10. 1 divided by 0.10. How much will get? 10. And take x2 is equal to 0. Put x2 equal to 0. Find out x1 is equal to 1 divided by 0.15. So 6.6. So this is first line. Then we'll take second constraint. 0.7 x1 plus 1.7 x2 is equal to 7.5. Put x1 equal to 0. It is x2 equal to 7.5 divided by 1.7. So we get 4.41. Then put x2 equal to 0. x1 is equal to, put x2 equal to 0. x1 equal to 7.5 divided by 0.7. That is 10.71. So this is second line. So you will get exactly 7.5 it is. 0.75 is there. I have missed it. So we'll write 0.75 and we'll get it as 10.0. Exactly 10 will get. Next we'll take third constraint. First is over, second is over, third. 1.3 x1 plus 1.1 x2 is equal to 10. So put x1 equal to 0. x2 is equal to, x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 10 divided by 1.1. We'll get 9. Put x2 equal to 0, x2 equal to 0, x1 is equal to 10 divided by 1.3. So 7.7. So this is third line. So three constraints have been given, three lines we got. Now by using three lines we have to draw the graph. Using these three we have to draw the graph. Now we'll take the scale. The maximum on x1 and x2 is 10 x1, 10 x2. So maximum. So we'll take it as 1 unit is equal to 1. 1:1 scale will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is maximum on either side. So first line is, from the first constraint we got, x1 is equal to 6.6, x2 is equal to 10. So 6.6 approximately will take. Then x2 equal to 10. Now we'll join these two lines within lines and will mark away from the origin, because, so keep that in mind, away from the origin, because it is a greater than equal to sign and it is a minimization of the problem, and we have to write the arrow mark away from the origin. Second line is x1 equal to 10, x1 equal to 10, x2 is equal to 4.4. So we'll draw a line and it is also having greater than equal to sign, and we'll join these 2 points. We'll extend on either side, and arrow mark should be away from the origin. Arrow mark should be away from the origin. Then third line, x1 equal to 7.7, x1 equal to 7.7, x2 equal to 9. So we'll draw a line. And arrow mark should be away from the origin, because greater than equal to sign is there. So first line, second line, third line we got. So all these 3 constraints we got. Right. Next, we have to find the region. When minimization of z is there, always we will get a region which is away from the observer, or away from the region, that you can say away from the region we will get. Now we'll check which region we are having. Right. First we will check this region. In this, the arrow mark is away. Arrow mark is away. This region is not possible. In minimization z, always the corner which we will select is away from the origin. Next, you can check this. These 2 lines opposite. You can check this. This is right, but this is away. You can check this also away. Away. Only this is inside the region. So because of that, this. So this is the region we are considering. This is the region. But how many corners are there which are intersecting for this region? So this is 1 corner, second corner, third corner, fourth corner. We'll write 1, 2, 3, 4. For these 4 corners, we have to calculate the max of minimization of z. Now we'll go for corner 1. So this is a corner 1. So x1 is 10, x2 is 0. x2 is 0. Put this in minimization of z, 2x1 plus 1.7 x2. So we'll get z is equal to x1 is 10, x2 is 0. 10 into 2, 20. Corner 2. This is corner 2. So we'll get value nearly x1 equal to 6.3, x1 equal to 6.3 and x2 equal to 1.6. Put the value in z. x1 is 6.5 into 2 plus 1.6 into 1.7. We will get z is equal to 15.32. Next we'll go for corner 3. This is corner 3. Find the value. It is around 2.9. We'll get x1 is equal to 2.9, x2 is equal to, this is the value of x2. We will get it as 5.7. From the graph we will get exact values. So z is equal to 2.9 into 2 plus 5.7 into 1.7. So we'll get z is equal to 15.44. Next, from corner 4, so x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 10. So we'll get z is equal to 0 plus 1.7 into 10. 1.7 into 10 is 17. Z is equal to 17. Now, from these, minimum we have to consider for the minimization of Z. Minimization of Z value 17 is there, 15.4 is there, 15.3 is there, 20 is there. Minimum is 15.3. 15.32 is the answer. For that, x1 is equal to 6.5, x2 is equal to 1.6. So this is the answer. So this is how you have to solve minimization of problems. Next we'll go for another problem. So that is max of z is equal to 120 x1 plus 100 x2. Max of z is equal to 120 x1 plus 100 x2, which is subjected to the constraint 2x1 plus x2 less than equal to 16. Next constraint x1 plus x2 less than equal to 11. The next constraint x1 plus 2x2 greater than equal to 6. Next constraint 5x1 plus 6x2 less than equal to 90. So x1, x2 greater than equal to 0. Now we will equate first constraint. 2x1 plus x2 is equal to 16. Put x1 equal to 0, x2 is equal to 16. Put x2 equal to 0, x1 equal to 8. This is first line. Second constraint will take x1 plus x2 is less than equal to 11. Put x1 equal to 0. So x2 equal to 11. Put x2 equal to 0, x1 equal to 11. Right. Third line. x1 plus 2x2 greater than equal to 6 is there. So we'll equate it to 6. So put x1 equal to 0. x2 equal to 3. Put x2 equal to 0, x1 equal to 6. This is the third line. Fourth line, 5x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 90. Put x1 equal to 0, x2 is equal to 15. Put x2 equal to 0, x1 equal to 18. So these four lines will got from the constraints, from the four constraint. So now we will draw on scale, on graph. Right. Now the maximum value in x1 and x2 we have to consider. So in x1 it is 18, in x2 it is 16. 18 means we'll take 1:2, that is 1 unit is equal to 2. Sorry, 2 unit is equal to 1. So that is 2. One unit will be considered as 2. 1 unit will be considered as 2. That is the scale. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. This much is okay for the given lines. First line is having x1 as 8. First line x1 as 8, x2 as 60. This is the first line. You can check. Drawing graph, you will get exact answers. So we'll draw a line here and check less than equal to sign is there. So near to the origin arrow mark you will get. Next line x1 is 11, so we'll get here x2 is 11. So we'll draw a line. Extend on either side. It is having less than equal to sign, so arrow marks are near to the origin. Both are having arrow marks near to the origin. Next, third line, x1 equal to 6, x2 equal to 3. Draw the line, x1 equal to 6, so third equation is greater than equal to sign. So arrow mark is away from the origin. Please keep that in mind. It is greater than equal to sign, because of that arrow mark is away from the origin. Next, fourth line is x1 is equal to 18, x2 is equal to 15. So we'll draw a line. It is having less or equal to sign. Arrow mark is near to the origin. Right. Now I have to check the feasible region. Now you can consider this. Only one line is there away from the origin. This will not be considered because the line which is here, it is away from the origin. Now you can consider this. This is inside. This line is inside. You can check here. This line is inside. This line is inside. So that this region is considered as feasible region. So this is the solution space or feasible region. All the lines are marking towards the region. You can check this away. You can check this region. This is inside. This is inside. This is away from the origin. This is away from the origin. So you will not get any other region than this. So this will be considered as feasible region. Now you will get some corners. So you can consider this as a first corner. You can consider this as second corner, third corner, fourth corner, fifth corner. 5 corner we will get here. For all the 5 corner we have to calculate Now we'll take first corner. This is corner 1. We have considered this as corner 1. For this, the value is x2 is equal to 3, x1 is equal to 0. So now we'll take z is equal to 120 x1 plus 100 x2. So z is equal to 120 into x1 equal to 0, it is 0, 100 into 3, z is equal to 300. Next we'll go for second corner. Corner 2. So this is corner 2. x1 is equal to 0. x2 will get 11. Find the value of z. Z is equal to x1 is 0. I will not consider. x2 is 100 into 11. That is z is equal to 1100. Next corner 3. So this is the corner 3. So corner 3. So x2 value is 6. x1 is equal to, it is around 5. So put the value, z is equal to 120 into 5 plus 6 into 100. So z is equal to 1200. You can cross check. Next corner number 4. This is corner number 4. x2 is equal to 0. x1 is equal to, this is 8. So z equal to 8 into 120. 960. Next we'll go for corner 5. For corner 5, x2 is equal to 0, x1 is equal to 6. x2 equal to 0, I will not consider this. So z is equal to, x1 is 6, means 120 into 6, 720, z is equal to. So because of that, maximization of z problem is there. We have to consider maximum from these all z values, 5 values. So maximum is this. So max of z is equal to 1200. That is x1 is equal to 5, x2 is equal to 6. This is the answer for given problem.